let's look at some special ways of handling data. To process maps, we go to the Grid Data panel. Notice that we have maps for depth and thickness, but we were not provided a map for permeability, and we've used a constant value for the entire model. Let's imagine that we're presenting our results in a meeting and the geologist says, "No, we didn't have any maps for permeability, but we think permeability degrades significantly on the west side of the field." What do you mean it degrades? Well, we think it's significantly lower on that side. How much lower? Oh, quite a bit. If you press him hard enough, you can usually get a number from him. You mean 10% of the number we used? Well, maybe as low as 2%, he says. Okay, let's do a sensitivity on his supposition. Select permeability, change it to use map data. Of course, it has one number for the map. Now, on the west side of the field, multiply the permeability by 2%. Then select the cells over to the center of the field and do a linear fill across. Now, if we look at the map generated, we have a nice smooth decline in permeability from the center of the field to the west edge. Merlin even takes the size of grid cells into account as it smooths the data. This can be a powerful tool in working with others and including their suppositions and their ideas into your working model. Let's look at some other map calculations that are available to us. If you've brought in one top structure map and thickness maps for several different layers, Merlin can calculate the other structure maps. If you've brought in a structure maps or all the structure maps but not gross thickness maps, Merlin can calculate them. If you want to set net equal to gross map, or vice versa, or set the various permeability maps equal to each other, you can. We even analyze the maps we brought in from our mapping package. For instance, we can analyze the structure maps. Sometimes when you check a geologist's maps for multiple layers, you find that maybe layer 2 will map above layer 1 in a certain area. Hey, it just happens. Merlin will tell you when and where this happens so you can fix it. You can make sure your gross thickness maps are between the structures. They should be, right? You can make sure your net thickness maps are not larger than the gross thickness maps. They shouldn't be, right? You can filter out small values or interpret where no values are.